Hello, everyone. My name is Quincy. I'm the creator of QuickFinds-Extension. The extension is able to put Amazon Maps data directly display them on the store page so that the user will be able to make quick buying decision right at the store. So in the previous three videos, we talk about the three elements, the first three elements of maps, M.A.P.S, maps data. We talk about the matchability, availability, profitability. So we find item that want to make sure we can have the same exact match on Amazon, and the store has inventory for you to buy. And then the item, if you buy it from the store with the discount, you're able to make a profit selling on Amazon. Now, the last element is the S, it's a sellability. There are a lot of data going into or related to sellability. And when you purchase an item, even at a good price, is it would it be sold quickly or at the time frame you set for it? And also, what are the competition landscape? How many people are buying the same thing as you do? And then you'll be able to figure it out whether Amazon will come on board and what are the stock level of your competition. And so many different data will help us to give it a better idea. However, we cannot access all those data and go through all those data before we can make the decision. We just need the essential one. And even though it's more than the previous three elements, right? So we're going to walk you through, and then using first, let's look at a screenshot. Okay, this is the we seen in the previous three video. We use the same screenshot, same data box provided by the Chrome extension, and then you can see right now there are multiple red boxes. First one on top, and then the one small one in the middle, and then there's a big one at the bottom. So let's look at the one those two on the top. Well, first of all, when you consider something that you want to sell on Amazon, you want to make sure you're not restricted. In this case, for this particular shoes, I am not gated. I'm not restricted. I can sell new by the green sell new indication, okay, which is good. You have to be able to sell. Amazon allow you, and you're not gated or restricted to sell the product. Okay, if you are, then you can try to see if you can get auto approved. If not, then you need to go by other mean, which will cost you money in order to and time in order to try to get it get you away from restriction or get ungated. Okay, so but you want to check that first. And then the next thing that relates to sellability is how fast and uh, using the sales rank, right? BSR. And right now you can see in the little box, the 7,000 sales rank for shoes is it's very good because it's very low. That means it's moving a lot faster than those that ranking in above 200,000. Okay, so that's one way for you to gauge. It's a data point, not the whole picture, but just one of the data point that you want to consider is the sales rank. And now let's move on to the bigger box at the bottom, right? You can see a lot more data, but let's go from the top to the bottom to quickly walk you through that. First of all, you want to know the product rating and review. The better the rating, the better the quality of the product, and then less likely, hopefully, that people will return it because of it. It's a product. It doesn't build and the way it should be a very good product, right? And then the review, the more review, the better, because that kind of tells you how hot an item is. Because if you see 1,400 review, that means there's probably a, a thousand more of it or of people already purchased, and only a fraction of them are leaving a review. Okay, so that you want to look for that. So that has to do if an item is a good product and a lot of is in demand, then it's a good sign. It will sell when you purchase and resell, right? and then you can see whether you have sold this one before, recently, or previously. Then you have some. If you do, you did in the past, then you have experience and you understand the history. So that give you additional insight. Do you currently carry any on-hand inventory for this particular item? If you do, that means you even have a most recent knowledge about the sales of the item that will help you to design whether you should buy it again, even though you still have inventory in Amazon warehouses. Okay. And then the next one will be using Keepa to see the previous 30, 90, and 180-day, how many sales rank BSR dropped. It's an indication of the sales velocity, right? It's not an exact number because keep monitor at different interval. For example, because we know every hour the sales rank get updated once, and then when you see a drop, that means at least one unit of the item it's has been sold. It can be 100, it can be 13, but at least one, right? So for me, safely, if it's a 30-day average is 51, I usually do just double that, 100, right? 100 or two, an estimate. That's how fast this particular item is selling. If it's because it's shoes, it has a lot of variation. Then it gets the number gets a little bit more tricky. But I will provide that information just to help you to see um, the selling, the price trend. You can kind of see the sales velocity, and you can kind of a 30-day 51. Then you for 3 months, 3 more months, you kind of a 51. That's 100, 150, right? So it's 146. It's pretty close, and 51 times 6. That's about uh, to 300. Now you get 191. That kind of you let you see, get a feel of how the price fluctuate over time. Okay, and then you'll be able to see whether Amazon's selling it, how many FBA seller, how many FBM seller there are for this particular one. Those are all related to so you assess the competition landscape, how many sellers are on this one. Okay, now these are not very comprehensive, but it's essential. These are all the information that I think that we need as a seller to make a pretty solid decision based on to determine how sellable this particular item is. Okay, now where's Keepa, right? So we talk about using Keepa for every product that we want to analyze. Don't worry, we can the extension provide that information as well. So so right now, so the way you can see the data Keepa graph is by hover over the Amazon image. If you click on it, two Keepa graph will be displayed on the side for you. So let's go take a look at the screenshot of what it looked like. So it looks like this, okay? So let's make it a little bit smaller. On top is the offer count graph. So you'll be able to see over time the number of offer or the number of seller, how the status fluctuate. If you see it goes up and down and fluctuate quite a bit, just like what you're seeing on the screen, that means seller are selling out their stock and new seller are coming in with more new inventory, and then so that's why you see the fluctuation, which is that mean the item is selling, right? And also in the case if Amazon is on it, you wonder if Amazon is sharing the buy box. That if you see a lot of fluctuation in terms of offer count, that means Amazon it is sharing the buy box with the third party seller, because that's the only way the third party seller is able to sell out the inventory, right? And leave and leave, and then new one would come in. And the bottom one is a traditional Keepa graph that we can see the color of the price trend. You need both together to give you the idea that how the price fluctuate over time and how many people are selling it, whether it's on the upward trend in terms of the number of a seller that you have increase in competition. The best way would be to seeing it going down and you get the item in on its way down, that means you will be able to make a higher profit. But that will leave for another video. But the keeper data is there. If you click on this one right here, and then it will open a new tab and display a full page, a full version of the keeper graph for you with all the additional information. So you are covered because by the extension. We provide that data. Now, let's look at a real example. Let's go to Walgreens again. So we're looking at the Walgreens right here. There are 24 items. The extension already inject the data box right below each product. So we're looking at the salability data, right? So we look at it. Let's look at the first one. And because we already know, we find the perfect match on Amazon, Walgreens has it in stock, but it's not profitable. Let's assume it's profitable. Okay, let's say make it let's say it's $29. We'll make a nice profit, and then we want to see how what the competition landscape is. So there's a little button right here. Say right here, see more data. So when we click on it, it's going to expand and then showing you additional data as we saw earlier in the screenshots. So for this particular item, we can see the rating and review, selling history, and then inventory status, and the sales velocity, and the competition landscape. Okay, and then let's look at the keeper. Let's click on this one instead. When you hover over, it will have a larger image will pop up. But if you click on it, if you click on it on the right hand side, right here, it would display this graph right here for you, right? The keeper graph. So if you click on this one, the bottom one, open a new tab and showing you the full blown version of the keeper graph. If you want to go that far, and then you can hit the escape key, and then the graphs will go away. Now that's how all the all the data related to salability are packed into the data box for you. Now in this video, we'll conclude this the last element. We'll conclude the explanation of the M.A.P.S. M.A.P.S data. What is it and why it's important, right? So once you put all of them together, for every product you go to any of the supported store, and then you go through any product, and then you practice in going through the M.A.P.S, and now you know where to look for them, right? After a while, you become very familiar with them. You do the analysis in your head very quickly, just like a second nature. And when you do that, then you'll be able to know which one to eliminate, which one to keep. And so that's how helpful, how easy it is for you to remember what to check for each product. Okay. I hope this video it's also helpful along with the previous 3 videos, so a total of 4 videos talking about the M.A.P.S. M.A.P.S data that the Chrome extension is utilizing and displaying, showing to the user. I hope that you get a better knowledge and consolidate what you already know based on your experience. And now you just know exactly like a system. Every time you try to analyze, determine if a product you want to buy a product, you go through the same process, just like a system, systematically going through all the data points that are essential. And then you'll be able to make it very easy to identify those that have a high potential to be a winning product for you. Okay, if you have any question regarding the sellability or any of the other 3 element of the M.A.P.S data, feel free to reach out to me. You know where to find me on Facebook, through the email, or even on the website. And I'm here to support you. Until next time, bye bye.